So I brought the bait boat down to some water so I can try it. I'm not fishing with it, I'm just trying it out. I want to see what it can do. I'm going to try it at night time and through the day. Now, fundamentally, there is a problem with this. It's not got my logo on it, so that has to be addressed straight away. So that's done. Here's the biggest problem. The boat is built too well. Right? When you actually get the boat, you look at it and you go, well, that's not a bad thing. Well, it's not. But your expectations when you got the boat are massive. Absolutely massive. The build quality makes you start thinking that this boat is £1,000 boat. It's £179.99. That. What's it like in the water? Well, as you're looking now, it rotates very quickly. It has two settings, okay? It's got slow and fast, but on this you can vary the speed anyway, fast and forward. You can go left or right. It's a one-hand control, and there's a few buttons on there. What you got to do is read the instructions and actually practice with the remote control, just so you're completely compliant with the way that it works. The Type-C charger is just there where my little finger is. This charges independently through the center, which is a little cable there that you plug into your charger, which is supplied in the pack with a hand towel to dry it down after you've actually disassembled it to clean everything off as well. Now, you can also unplug the battery. Inside, the battery is held in by wire ties. Now, I think that could have been a little bit better. I think if you'd actually attached that in a different way with a strap of some description so you can change the batteries, that would have been a lot better. Now, on the top of the lid here as well, you've got an LED display which actually tells you how much battery life you've got in it. It's blue LEDs, and it drops down from 5 to 1 according to the power, 5 being obviously fully charged. And that slots on 2 spring clips that hold it together in there. This light on the front is essential because at night time, as soon as you release the controls, all the lights go out. They go out, right? But as soon as you put forward, these rear lights come on. The front one doesn't come on automatically. It only comes on when you switch it on with your handset by pressing the light button. I would keep that on at night time at all times. Now, that's a good point and a bad point. The bad point is you need to see where the boat is. I would like the LEDs, or at least one LED, to be completely lit all the time so I know where the boat is at night time, especially if you've got a little bit undertow on the water. So when the boat's turning left or right, one stays on and the left turning indicator when turning left flashes to indicate that you're turning left, and vice versa. So if you're turning right, the left hand indicator stays on, the LED, and the right hand LED switches on and off. It keeps them coming. Now, when you're sending the boat out and you come to your area and you come to release the back door, all you got to do is press the back door like so. That's the right hand side. The center one in here where you can put your bait as well and drop your rigs from as well, all you got to do with that is press your left hand side and that drops down. Now, the 2 stainless steel flaps, 1, 2 solid motors, 2 solid motors on the bottom as well. Still got the tape on there to protect it, as you can see. Now, getting back to why do you think the build quality, why do you expect too much? What you actually see is a boat that's well made, and your expectations go straight through the roof. So when it's out in the water, you really do think that you got a £1,000 boat. You have got an expensive boat, but 180 quid, and that's what it boils down to. you've got a really well made boat at a budget that I can afford and think you can afford. Not paid to do this video, this is just an independent review of the boat. On the speed when it's going out, on the upper speed, which is a button on there, which is a button on there, you can control the speed, the standard speed, fast or slow. Now sometimes when you're going into an area, you don't really want to be pounding that boat into the swim because you'll frighten some fish off out the swim. So the lower setting is perfect. The upper setting is very fast. It is very fast. What lets it down a little bit? It's a little bit light compared to a big boat. It's not a big boat, but it's got the power to compensate. So on the higher speed, and it's quite a high boat in the water, you're not getting waves that are smashing over the boat, but you've got the power to get through those waves as well on choppy water. Can it cope on bigger lakes? Yes, it can. Would I buy it? I've bought it. I've bought it off the reviews, and that's the only reason why I bought it. And for what I've seen so far, I can't fault it for the money. For the money, it's the best boat under 200 quid. Would I give it, for the best boat under £500, a 10 out of 10? I'd give it a 9. Because there's some things that would change. I'd have a little LED on there that stays on permanently. Maybe a different colour. Another downside is, at range, those red LEDs are really bright. So it's difficult to tell which one is flashing left or right. If you're at that kind of range anyway, you need GPS. That's the bottom line. If you've not got GPS on your boat, you need GPS at that kind of range. So short range, you can see the LEDs flashing when you're going right or left, or whether if they're flashing out there and telling you it's dropped, that's fine. You can tell that. That's not a problem. But when it's turning left or right at distance, it's difficult to tell which way it's going. Pitch black. That's not so much a negative. It's just the way the eyes focus. This thing here cannot identify LEDs at that distance. But if you're going at that kind of distance, like I say, get GPS. Is it the best boat under £1,000? No, it's not. It's the best boat under 500 quid. At £1,000 you're getting a hell of a boat. Let's not kid ourselves, you're getting a bigger, heavier, more robust boat. But the same company, this boatman, do bigger boats as well. So if you're looking for that, off the bill quality of this one now, this boat here, I think, pound for pound, this is a very good investment. I've also found the customer service is absolutely exceptional as well. The minute you order your boat, you get an email thanking you for the order. Then you get another email telling you when it's going to arrive. Then you get a notification that it's been delivered, and you can get hold of them. There's no problem with that issue. It's got Facebook pages, there's plenty of YouTube videos. Yes, it's made in China, but most things are now. This has got different indications when you come to charge it up. When it's fully charged and you switch it on, it's got 4 beeps. When it's on 25%, it's got 1 beep. You work that out, it's not difficult, it's 1 to 4. Right, so you've got an indication before you start the boat whether the hand control system, this here, is running out of electric. And this has got an LED display on there. Now, I spent £500 on a pocket rocket 13 years ago. And what you need from a bait boat is something that goes from A to B that drops the bait. That's all I need. A to B. Does this do A to B to drop the bait and give me indication of when it's been delivered? Yes. By far, this is the best boat that I've found at an affordable range. You may find some others out there, and please comment below, tell us with a link where you can find other boats like this and whether you've used them or not. And even if there's a link to a review, please put that link below, because it's essential that people know where to find this quality of stuff. So there'll be a link underneath this for the website where you can buy it, spare batteries, all kinds of things. Again, not paid to say this, but a thoroughly well thought out good bit of kit for £180. And if you like these kind of videos, don't forget, smash that icon on that side of the screen right there. You'll get bell notifications and an email when I release more videos in the future. And do you know what, it's a pleasure to see you again. And I'm a bit passionate on this video because it's a bloody good boat.